Grinder by Judas Priest. And that's the introduction. I'm hoping you recognize it. Now we're going to take you step by step through all the different parts and sections that make up this really cool song. And I'm assuming you've got your PDF file along with it so you can see all the different parts. So you can find out where to find those chords. So if you need a copy of the PDF, please inbox me, send me a message via YouTube or WhatsApp me. I'll be happy to send you the PDF. Okay, I'm assuming you got it. Let's get going with this riff that we just played. We're going to focus now on our fretting hand. We start off with finger 1. You'll see my fingers are quite clearly numbered. Finger 1 is across strings 4 and 3. So I'm only playing strings 4 and 3, but my first finger is flat across both. And then what's very important is the silent pause between each chord. You can hear that little gap there, and you can hear there's an echo in the background. I actually quite like the sound of an echo. It gives a bit of depth through it. But either ways, you still need those silent gaps. Now I'm going to focus from a different angle to show you how fingers 2 and 3 mute the top strings. Simultaneously, the first finger relaxes on the fretted strings to create that silent pause. Let's check the different angle. We can see again, finger 1 is flat across strings 4 and 3. If it touches string 2, it's quite acceptable. But the important part that we mentioned was that silent gap. And you can see what's happening. As I strum, I put pressure down with the first finger. You can see the first finger giving pressure there. And I strum it. And after the strum, I relax the pressure and fingers 2 and 3 come down on the top strings to ensure I have no unnecessary string noise. So slow motion, strum, relax, and fingers 2 and 3 at the top at the same time. And that's your intro double twos as per the PDF. Okay, we're not playing the 5th string, so it's just going to go one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and for that part there, you'll notice I moved up very quick from fret 2 with my first finger now to frets 5 and 4. But let me show you from head on exactly what's happening there. Your first finger would be by fret number 2 still. And you'll notice a double 0 on the D and G strings. And while you play that I've just played, you move your hand up to frets 4 and 5, finger 1 and 2. So you're going to go open, 5, 5, 4, open. And then while I'm playing the opens, I move back down to the 2nd fret. So we're taking advantage of the zeros to help pre-position your hand as you go around. So from head on, you're going to look at something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that we're going to refer to as your A riff, which is for the introduction and the beginning of the verse. Now on the 3rd line, which is tend to burn the arrow, you're going to see that it got a G5. And the G5 power chord we play by fret 3 and fret 5 on strings 6 and 5, and my 4th finger, my pinky, is actually flat across strings 5 and 4. Now some guitarists like playing it like this with fingers 3 and 4. So in this case here, fingers 3 and 4 on strings 5 and 4, 5th fret, finger 1 there, and the middle finger is not doing anything. Or if you find it easier, you're more than welcome to flatten the ring finger or your pinky. The pinky is my personal favorite. And the G riff is going to sound like this. And back to the A again at the beginning. So the G riff only goes through once. So if you were to play in a complete verse, it would be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would be one verse for Grinder. Now we're going to go to the chorus. And at 41 seconds into the song, you're going to hear where he sings Grinder. break that down. It's starting with an open E5 power chord, which means you're playing your first finger 2nd fret across strings 5 and 4, and you're strumming your top 6th string, which is an E string open. So you're strumming strings 6, 5 and 4. And you change over after one strum to an F sharp 5, which is quite a cool change. All that happens is finger 1 jumps up, pinky takes over at fret number 4, sorry, okay, across 2 strings, being strings 5 and 4, which you can use your pinky flat, or you can use fingers 3 and 4. So you transition from the E to the F sharp. Now on the strumming of that, I want to focus on my fretting hand and strumming hand combined so we can see how they work together. Just a quick up front with my bridge and my saddles over here. I'm going to put my palm resting on the bridge there, so it's actually sort of half muffling the strings. You can hear it's not ringing clear, but it's muffled like that. Now if I bring the left and right hand together, we're going to have this. And you'll see there's a very quick change to an A5, which I'm going to mention now. But the first part is going to be grinder. And you want to have a lot of palm damping. You can actually see my palm resting quite nicely on the top 3 strings there. But don't forget about the accent. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so on the count of the 2 and the 4 you go loud. 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So together you're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then you're going to have, and let me just show you the quick little change to the A, what's actually happening. Your E5 was from the 6th string being open, and finger 1 was on strings 5 and 4. The A5, you simply bring it down 1 string, but now we strum from the 5th string, and we're strumming strings 5, 4 and 3. And at slow motion, the change for the second part is going to go looking for to the A, meet back to the F sharp. Okay, that's just the words, weird words, but cool song. Okay, so your first one's going to go and you'll notice that the palm damping on the F sharp was obviously cut short a little bit now due to the fact that it's got that extra A inside it. So let's try that together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 and and you go back to the riff as I've demonstrated there. Also, you play through the grinder riff through twice like I did. Now after that, verse 1, 2, chorus, verse 3 and 4, same as verse 1 and 2, and another chorus, and it says repeat chorus, then solo to a verse. I'm not going to solo to the verse, that's for another video. We're looking at the rhythm part. You want to play the rhythm of the song. And next up, we're looking at the next section, the bridge. And about 1 minute 59 seconds, you're going to hear the bridge kicking like this. And that little chromatic riff over there, that E, F sharp, is actually quite an easy change. Let me just guide you through that. You're strumming the E twice. Now the E5, the same as we used for the chorus, from strings 6, 5 and 4. And the F5, the F power chord, moves our first finger to the 1st fret top string, 6th string, and then pinky, all 3 and 4, depending how you like your power chords, to fret number 3, strings 5 and 4. Again, not the pinky. You strum that F once, and then you slide up 1 more fret from the F that I'm on to F sharp. Now, quick little bit of music theory. When you raise the pitch, like that, they say you've sharpened the note. So there's F, and I've sharpened the F, hence its name F sharp. So it's going to go. And if you watch the palm muting again, we'll see the damping still in position. And that's just got more of a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. As easy as that. So the rhythm does change a little bit. And then after the second time it goes, and that's going to be a reverse. So we're going to focus through quickly onto your fretting. And we'll see the A5 power chord there, which will be the beginning of the second line for self-reliance. And it's going to go A, F sharp. I like sliding it down from the F sharp. I think it sounds cool. But I think it's meant to be strummed. I'm not too sure on it, so the purists don't criticize too heavily. The chords are right. Okay, so if you want to slide or strum, strummed or slide the bass on cool, back to the E. So it's A, F sharp, F, E. And that's your next run. So if you focus on left and right hand again, your entire bridge should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it simply repeats itself through there as on the PDF. And that's pretty much all the individual parts of the song. But at the very end, we're going to have a slight change that happens there. He plays through the chorus to the end. So you're going to have that. And the last chord you can hear was a new one. It's a B5, so it's going to go E, F sharp, A, B. And that chord looks like this. Frets 2 and 4 on strings 5 and 4. And that's the B, and it holds. You let it ring for as long as you can. And then you can hear the drum sort of winds up and slows down. And you finish it with the. And that's actually all you need for the song. So other than a pretty cool solo, which we're not going to do now. That's not his solo, by the way. That's just me just having some fun. That's all the rhythm parts you need for the song. So the video, we'll cover the rhythm sections. We'll later tackle the lead solo. And I hope you enjoyed Grinder. Have an awesome week. Take care. Cheers.